We're on a 38 right now with Lieutenant Chu. He didn't observe any alcohol in the thing or anything. Based on observations, he's going to be arrested for 450.
The two most common things that police officers get arrested for: domestic violence and DUI. And most often it's not by their own department, but when it is, the stakes are much, much higher. But if that's the choice that you make, expect no favors and expect to land up in the back of a police car. This is one of those. Very often while you're in patrol, you'll receive a call from a citizen who witnessed a potential drunk driver or a reckless driver, and you have to try to find that vehicle. I've even made those calls myself off duty when I see a vehicle that I think is a drunk driver or someone that's driving reckless. Most important thing is when you do that, don't become part of the situation and confront the driver. If you call in 911, make sure you do it in a safe manner, and definitely don't violate any traffic violations in order to try to keep up or catch up to the driver. And in most jurisdictions, when you make that call, you're allowed to make it anonymous. I don't know if it's in every jurisdiction, but in most you can. I don't know if you saw that stop at the stop sign. A lot of people don't realize that it's stop signs and stoplights in most jurisdictions. Rolling through it, even if you come to a brief stop, is not enough. In the statute, in most jurisdictions, stop signs and red lights is position and method. So the method of your stop and the position. And most of the time there's a white line. I don't think I saw one here, but there's usually a white line. If you pass that white line, you are past the position that you're supposed to be when stopping at a red light or stop sign.
90 County, 1030 with that vehicle. Honeysuckle in Maine. New Jersey, Zulu Victor 155 Sierra.
6190. What's your point?
We're okay here. You gotta do what you gotta do. We got calls on it. Mike, how was the observation?
What's up, LT?
Hey, LT, how you doing?
Somebody called it on you driving erratic.
Erratic driver.
Headed home?
They're calling him LT, and it seems like they know him, so this is their lieutenant, potentially. They definitely know each other, and this is making it uncomfortable. Obviously, this one officer is making this verbal sign, and he's turning away, and I think he said in the very beginning, you gotta do what you gotta do. So this can get very dicey.
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. My mic's live, just so you know, at this point. I mean, my camera. We had an erratic driver call. Lieutenant Chu. We got him on a 38, Honeysuckle and Idell. I'm in charge right now. I just wanted to call and let you know. I'm not saying that yet. I haven't went up to the. Nucius went up to the car. I kind of stayed back. Yes, sir. And Idell, right down the street from his residence. Okay. Yes, sir.
Aspiring police officers, this is video that I really, really want you to watch. Not only can this be one of your practical questions on your examination to become a police officer, but you very well could deal with this type of situation. Every single step matters. And remember, under these circumstances, it's not going to make you feel comfortable, but doing the right thing is the right thing to do. Think about that.
Can you tell him to stand by? I'm on the phone with the lieutenant right now. He told me to hang tight for a minute.
You on?
Yes. You? You're not. Turn it on.
Oh, I switched the cameras out.
What did he say? I was behind him. I was behind you. Did you get any? Yes. We gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna have to lock him up if he's 450. You told him to just hang tight. You didn't observe any alcohol in the thing or anything. I know you probably don't. It's a high truck. Is there an odor yet or anything?
No.
You didn't get an odor? All right. I gotta call Edwards.
Under these circumstances, notifications through the chain of command have to be made. The officer that's speaking said that he's in charge, so I'm imagining that he's a sergeant rank, and making the calls to notify everyone, hey, this is the situation that we have, and making sure that everyone does everything in the correct manner, because these can become very, very challenging, especially if you get pushed back from the driver.
Hey, I'm gonna be late picking. I'm not gonna be able to pick you up. Can you drive in? We have an incident. Now my mic's live. We have We're on a 38 right now with someone we work with. We had an erratic driver call, Lieutenant Chu. We pulled him over. We're doing some investigation right now. I'm waiting for Lieutenant Curley coming back, so I'm going to be late picking up. Obviously, if you could drive in. All right. All right. Thanks.
Can we shut these off for a conference real quick?
Hang on. Hey, LT. Yeah, we're not going to mute our cameras at all or anything. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. All right. See ya. We're going to have to pull them out.
So he said, we're not going to mute our cameras or anything. And I know a lot of people are going to hear that and say, oh my goodness, why would you even think to mute your camera? Do not mute cameras. This is not the time to try to make concessions for a person under these circumstances. It erodes all of the trust that the public will have in a police department, even these kinds of conversations. Aspiring officers, watch every single second of this because you may be confronted with this and it's likely that you will be asked this question on your practical examination.
We can't mute our cameras. We can't do anything. Let's hope, hopefully he's all right. Safe to drive. Edward's just coming in. Come on. Hey, LT. So we had the erratic driver call on you. I guess Nucius had some observation. We have to handle this like anything else. He's going to ask you to step out. We already talked to Lieutenant Brioli. All right? He's gonna make sure you're safe to operate the vehicle, okay?
I drive half a mile.
I understand, but everything's recorded now, sir. You know that. We got to handle it how we have to handle it. Trust us. We don't want to be put in this position either.
No. I get it.
Can you step out, sir? He's just going to talk to you. You know how it is. He's going to ask you some questions, make sure you're all right.
I'm fine.
Do me a favor, can you just take your hat off for me, please, sir? Can you just take your hat off? Feet together, hands down your side.
LT, let's get him off this. We don't want to do it in the middle of the road here. Let's get him off the side. I'm going to kill my lights too, all right? I just put the back on.
Right,
LT, let's get you out of the middle of the road. We don't want you in the middle of the road here. Let's go off to the side. 9-0, Cody. I'll give you a 21.
You notice that he mentioned, I'm gonna turn our lights off. A lot of times when you're sitting in a place for a while, you'll turn your lights to wigwags. And I think I mentioned the wigwags in another video. Those are the lights that just flash in the back. And it's more low profile. And he's saying this so that it's not so obvious or embarrassing that the lieutenant's in the middle of the street with all the red lights on. And that may be a de-escalation measure that he's using. However, it's not uncommon. And sometimes, especially on a street like that, going to just wigwags can be something that can be effective, especially if you're doing like HGN or something else and the person's, having trouble seeing with the lights flashing like that. He's doing that because I think he wanted to try to de-escalate with the lieutenant, saying, I don't want you to be embarrassed. But you may sometimes see officers go to wigwags because it is a little bit challenging when those lights are going. And switching to wigwags like that, it has to be on a road that's not super busy, and it's usually when it's a little bit darker out.
Hey, it's Arm Brewster. We're going to be 10-6 with the driver for a little bit. I already let Edwards know he's driving in. Okay? All right. Thanks. You got it. There's nothing you can do. Go ahead. I'll be up there with you. 9021. Make your original relief, if possible. 95's gonna be tied up for a little bit.
Right, LT, just go check your eyes real quick. Hands on your side, feet together. You see tip of my finger? I want you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Just your eyes. Don't move your head for me, all right?
Okay, let's talk about some stuff here. First, I want to explain, because I've explained it many times in my videos, way back when. There are new viewers every single time. So I want to talk about the test that you're seeing. That's called HGN, horizontal gaze nystagmus. A nystagmus is an involuntary jerking of the eyes. A nystagmus can be caused by alcohol, but there are some medical conditions that can cause a nystagmus as well. And the medical people are always super cool and chime in the different medical conditions a lot. In fact, some people who have nystagmus chime in as to what their nystagmus is caused by. And basically, it's following a stimulus. You go to max deviation direction, 45 degrees, and smooth pursuit. So the test is, if it's 6 out of 6, that's a definite fail. That means 6 points because of both eyes. And also some things will give you a horizontal nystagmus as well. We test for that as well. And then we do field sobriety tests. And a lot of people think that those field sobriety tests are antiquated and you should just do PBT. In some places that's a model, but it's not in many, many jurisdictions still. The other thing is they're saying that he's very close to his house. So this is his neighborhood that he's in and he's being tested like this. And you know that the neighbors are likely looking out of the window. This is a circumstance that you can place yourself in by the decisions that you make.
Stay right here for me. Left foot on the line, heel to toe contact, put your hands down to your side. I want you to remain in that position until I tell you to do otherwise. Put your left foot.
Call 90.
I tell you
I have a call on hold. Can you do that at 21?
Is it urgent?
Actually, did anybody attempt to call the 44? Because that's what it's your
2, 3. On the 9th step, I want you to take a series of smaller steps and turn back around.
Just stand by on that. I'll give you a call when it
Take
clears.
9 steps back. 1, 2, 3. When you start the test, don't stop until you're finished. Count each step out loud. While you're counting, I want you to look down at your feet. Do you understand those instructions? Can you get back in the starting position for me, please, sir? Left foot on the line, right foot in front of you. Begin.
So I just want to say, whoever made this edit, really good. It's nice to be able to see both angles of this test being performed, and the officer is doing a good job explaining, because people don't understand. When we explain field sobriety tests, we have to actually do some of them to display to the person what it is that we want them to do. And there are defense attorneys who have asked officers in court to show them how they did it. Even with body cam, you can be asked, how exactly did you perform it when you did the walk and turn, the one-legged stand? This is something that watching it from these angles is really, really interesting.
The next test I want you to perform, leg of your choosing. You're going to raise that leg approximately 6 inches off the ground. You're going to keep your foot parallel to the ground, both knees locked out, and you're going to count in this manner. 1001, 1002, 1003, and so forth until I tell you to stop. Do you understand those instructions?
Yes.
Begin. Do you not wish to complete the test, sir? You got to get your hands off the truck, sir. Ready? I'll give it to you again. Hands together, feet down at your side. You're going to raise either leg of your choice. Approximately. You're going to keep your foot parallel to the ground. And you're going to count. 1001, 1002, 1003. While you're counting, I want you to look down to your toe. Keep both knees locked out. Do you understand?
You know what?
Hold on,
Wait.
so, LT. You don't want to complete the test?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Couple things. It looks like the one person who's doing a lot of the talking and not the examination, the one officer is a sergeant, it looks like. I see chevrons. And the other person's an officer. And the person we're talking about is a lieutenant. So if you look at the rank structure, those of you who don't understand, it would be officer, sergeant, lieutenant. So the person who is being investigated for the DUI is superior to both of the officers that's on the scene. And I just want to explain some of these things that a lot of people may already understand, but I'd like for everyone to kind of be in on the understanding of what's going on here. There's a challenge that I have, is that if you're going to do these FSTs, or field sobriety tests, you're supposed to do a pat down on a person before. You pat most people down, but he's not been patted down at this point, and he's reaching around inside of his pockets. If you're going to do it one way, you got to do it the same way with whoever you interact with, especially if you think that you should conduct a pat down.
You don't want to complete the test, sir?
No.
All right. Sure, you know we don't want to be put in this position.
You know what, John? I get it.
You don't have your weapon on you or anything? You don't have any firearms?
It's shit.
No, it's
no.
stuff I got to ask, Sarge. Or LT.
Shit, no.
Okay.
No.
LT, we're going to have to bring you in and put you on the box based on the test. You know we don't want to do this. We have to do everything's recorded. You understand that?
No, I get that.
You want me to grab your phone or anything? Your phone's not on you, right? Mike, you want to check to make sure he doesn't have
Truck.
anything on? Okay. All right. Nothing personal. Our safety and yours. You know what we have to do. I just want to check to make sure you don't have anything on you. All right.
You know what, John? Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
All right. Can you walk back to this car with us, please?
No, you know what?
What's it?
I would love to know who called.
You can find that out. You know that. You can find out. I don't know who called. I do not know, but you know you'll be able to find that out. We did not know we were looking for this truck, sir. Came out as an erratic driver. Handled it how any cops would have. But unfortunately, we're in a situation now.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I would never disrespect you. And no, I wouldn't.
And I wouldn't disrespect you either, sir. So with all respect, can we get you back there so we can get you off the street, get away from this?
I'm not going back to that PD.
I'll tell you at this point, our hands are tied. I mean, I hope you understand.
I totally get it.
And we don't want to make the situation any worse, sir.
No, listen,
You know?
I
know you're not gonna
not make it worse.
I understand that. I know you wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. If we can get you in the back of the car, get you out of here.
Let me ask you this. Can I have 20 minutes?
Sir, you know we cannot do that. Everything is, sir, everything's on
No, I
camera.
get it. I totally get it.
Sir, everything's on camera. I'm sure people are going to hear that response and they're going to be like, oh my goodness, if it wasn't on camera, he'd let him go. If it wasn't on camera, we don't know what he would do if it wasn't on camera. But I do know that some people utilize the camera as a thing, like saying, listen, my hands are tied. No matter what you think, listen, it's right on camera. And they would have taken the person to jail anyway. I don't know the subjective thoughts of the officer, and it's not fair for me to think what he would do. And I know that sounds rough when people say it's on camera. I mean, you could even say, listen, it's on camera, and I feel the same exact way. It's on camera. We're going to do this by policy, as I always would do. You know this is on camera. You know, again, you can't think the subjective person, you can't guess what a person's subjective thoughts are, so I'm not going to try to judge the officer on that, but I know that people have a challenge when they hear it's on camera.
See, people are starting to drive by. LT, let's get you out of here, okay? Can you come with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go in the back of Mike's car. We'll get you out of here. Make sure
you know
you're
what?
safe. What's up? I can't let you get in the car. You know that.
Well, then you drive it.
Well, if you have someone on scene, we can get it. I see Mr. Eccles here. We can try to get him to
drive my truck home, please.
His keys are in it. We'll handle that. LT, we'll handle that. All right. Do front and search him. Okay. Don't put him in the back. I'm saying you can cuff him in the front. Hey, Rob.
Hey, what can I do, man?
Not much any of us can do, unfortunately. We can't do that, Mike.
So it seems like these people all know each other even on a more personal level. And I don't know that this other person's an officer. I guess he's just a neighbor and they all know each other to some degree on a personal level as well.
Do me a favor, hang tight, all right? LT, you know you can't do that, sir. We can't have you in the front seat.
I can't have you in the front seat.
We're not going to cuff you in the back, okay? We're going to do it in the front, all right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, sir, you understand this. You would hate to be in our position too. John, please, John. Please, John. John, please. We'll get you the help you need. Let's just, come on. You know we don't want to do this to you. All right, well, we gotta get you. We gotta get this process up. People are starting to come. We're all gonna get. You know what? Other people
John,
responding out
tell
here.
me
Sir, I would like you.
Just
This is what's gonna happen. We're gonna get you behind this door so no one sees. Mike's gonna put the cuffs on you in the front, in the back.
No, there's no cuffs.
Yeah, what it's do. We have policies and procedures. Let me call the LT. Just you can shut the door for now. Oh man.
So where we are right now, the sergeant is calling another lieutenant, an on-duty lieutenant, to find out if they can not handcuff him in the back. The lieutenant got in the front seat, and this obviously freaked both of the officers out. Now he's in the back seat, and they're not cuffing him. To the young aspiring officers, if you think about it in an abstract manner, like you don't know this person, you have to think of it as a person that you know, and you have to be able to delineate between being a professional and doing what's right and what your emotional side may say to you. You may know this person, you may have hung out with them, but you have to be able to live the oath that you swore to and the trust that the public has placed in you, because you're not just speaking for yourself, you're speaking for your entire department.
Did you search him? Make sure you search him, Mike. This is gonna be
You pat him for weapons, right?
I pat him for weapons, but just do you know this is going to be scrutinized and...
I'm just going to search you real quick, all right? Okay.
Just do me a huge favor, just stay by the car with him. LT? Alright, based on observations, he's going to be arrested for the 450. He's okay with us. He doesn't want the handcuffs on. I'm trying to give him a courtesy by doing it in the front. Is it absolutely necessary we handcuff him? Okay. Okay, because I appreciate it. Because he's being cooperative and stuff. Okay, I understood. And one of his friends I'm sorry, yeah, we'll read him his rights when we get 19, absolutely. One of his friends rolled up on scene. Can we turn the truck over to him, or do you want that towed recording to John's Law? I know. I understand. I understand. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I understand. Understand.
Fortunately.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I just,
Hang.
it would help for me to run this to his house.
Nah, we can't let you.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna make him happy and let him think that way. We don't want to upset him. We'll do what we can for him. But yes, sir. So just Rob, do me a favor. Just wait by your truck. I'll come talk to you in like 2 minutes. All right? We got a couple in the front. We can do it in the front, but we gotta do it. LT. We just talked to Lieutenant Perdue. We have to in the front. We'll do it right here. Don't have to do it behind your back. Okay? Please please cooperate
John,
with us.
come on.
John, we don't want this to turn into anything more. You know that. We don't want it, but we cannot lose our jobs. You understand, sir? You're my first sergeant. Thank you. All right. You can leave him out here. I'm gonna check the truck and I'll call for John's Law.
In custody. Very, very interesting how that developed. You heard the sergeant say, you were my first sergeant. Let me just talk about the first sergeant that you have. I still remember my first sergeant in the police department. It was really interesting because he had been on the department for like 30 years before when I hired on in the 90s. And he told me so many stories and he mentored me. He was a really interesting, phenomenal man. And I have to put myself in a situation, if I had to do that to him, how it would make me feel internally. But that's internal. A person who places themselves in that situation, when they sober up, should have the respect that you did what you were supposed to do under the circumstances. And no one should expect any favors under those circumstances. In this video, the more that I watch it, the more that I feel this is for young aspiring officers who are going to face this situation. Follow the policy, follow the law, and make sure you do what your oath said you were supposed to do. If you treat people with dignity, then doing it to an officer will feel absolutely no different, because you treat everyone with dignity and you treat everyone the same. When this person sobers up, they'll respect that you did what you had to do.
We'll figure it out. I'll call Eddie. There's got to be a 630 guy in there. 9-0 County. Actually, I'm gonna give him a 21 with it. Go ahead and go. I'm gonna give you 21 with all information. Well, dude, just call your mileage out. I'm letting them what's going on. Just say I'm en route to 19 and just call your mileage. We gotta do everything pretty much by the book here. Registered owner. I know. Can you start me a hook for John's Law? We got one 1095. And she'll be calling out his mileage.
I think that that's the tow company when he says John's Law. I'm just guessing from the way that the conversation goes, the context of the conversation. As I'm looking in the reflection, it looks like I see 2 stripes, so he might be like a corporal. Sometimes there's a corporal rank, so for those that don't understand, officer, corporal, sergeant, lieutenant. If it's 2 stripes, it would be a corporal, and that's what it looks like from here. I can't tell.
Still want just so you know, I gotta just advise you. Not much. There's nothing we could do. We would have. He's my first sergeant. I have to get it towed. I have to tell him. Oh man. But we've had guys get these before and go back to work, just so you know.
Hopefully you'll get the help he needs.
I know. I hope so too. It's terrible.
Love the guy, man. See him throw it all away.
Well, hopefully he'll get the help he needs. And all right, Can we call you to come to get him or?
Anything you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you call me.
I don't know if he knows your number off the top. What's your number? Hans Law waiver. We'll explain it to you. Okay.
Whatever you need.
Hopefully it will not be too long.
Whatever you need. Yeah.
All right.
You can't.
I saw you drive by and see it.
Have the goddamn thing towed.
I have to.
Yeah. That's
Everything's does not.
Well, I just don't understand why somebody can't just drive it a block and put it in his driveway.
If his wife, if the registered owner was on scene,
she can be.
but she's not.
No,
You understand? She wasn't.
I got you. No, that's no problem. I just, avoid one more headache. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Draw two.
Right, so you can just drive it away. Well, you know what? I mean, if he was doing something he shouldn't, you know, he's got to be with the rest of us, and
Yeah.
you know.
All right, we'll give you a call. I'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, bud. Yeah.
Thanks for coming down now.
The original video was really, really thorough. They actually have a lot of the paperwork as well, and I pinned it in the description section, so I suggest that you look at this. According to the paperwork that I'm seeing, this lieutenant was brought down. He blew a .36, which is very, very high. Hopefully people watch this and learn something from it, and I hope that this person gets the help that they need and has gotten the help that they need. A significant amount of time has passed, and I know that people go through things. And if a person places themselves in that situation when they accept responsibility for it, and believe me, I'm no saint. Everyone has gone through things in their life or done things in their life, and one hopes that redemption is something that exists. But don't expect the officer that's on duty to violate the law because you made a mistake. Don't expect any favors and expect to receive what everyone else receives. That's what the public expects and demands of police, and that's exactly what transparency and integrity is about. But we also have to mention that people go through things, and I'm not making excuses for people who get behind the wheel and drink, but we know that alcoholism is a serious challenge that a lot of people go through, and we've talked about the people who have made the choice to abstain, and shout out again to them. Like the video, share the video, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.